Hi, Cancer. I had to restart your reading because I've been going off for the past few minutes about somebody. I'm like, was going up and down this river trying to film readings, and somebody like came out, a man, and got in the river, like where I was trying to head. And now it's like, well, now you've like limited my ability. Because I don't want to be around you. Like, I'm doing readings. I don't want to, like, God. You guys know the meme, why would a man be there? It's actually pissing me off. Why would a man be there? That's how I feel. Why would a man be... Again. Do you hear that? Oh, that is spooky. What is that? It's an animal. Don't get me. Don't get me, water spirits. I am just going up and down in peaceful fashion. Please. Don't. I was afraid to do the air signs reading on the water because I was afraid that they might get me. The last Gemini reading I did, which was a while ago, the water spirits were going to get the Geminis. I didn't think they were going to like drown me, but I thought they might try to like flip me. We're still not in the clear about that. I hope not. I just want to get these readings out so I can be a good Samaritan with my collective, you know? Put my feet in the water. Okay. Is that going to help? Yeah. I like working with fairies and nature spirits, but they're unpredictable, you know? They're unpredictable, and I don't want to go in the water. Not like be flipped. There's a community that's brewing here. Jupiter is significant. It's something that like you've worked for. This reminds me almost of the Virgo reading, Cancer. You might have Virgo in your chart, or be connecting with a Virgo, or like 6th house heavy. There's an energy here of like a cycle coming back around. But when it comes to your community, this is also giving me, this is similar to the Capricorn reading. I get the energy here of things are a lot more like magical and peaceful than you're giving them credit for. Somebody here is like trying to run their life on logic, and what the situation doesn't call for logic. The situation calls for like magic, mystical. Yeah, this is Cancer energy, the mother. For somebody, your mother might be significant. For some of you, it's like you have a combative relationship with your mother, or like women in your life because of your relationship with your mother. But I get it. It's not, there's just a like mismatch in communication is what they're saying. Somebody has like a very like art creative mother, or she's just extremely feminine to the point that she acts helpless sometimes, and it has caused you, if you're masculine, or it might be your person, to resent feminine people or femininity because you feel like were forced at a young age to take care of somebody feminine. You feel like you missed out on like your childhood, or you missed out on like a phase in your life that there was a lot of potential to be kind of like free-spirited and have fun. And it's because you carried this responsibility of like taking care of for a lot of you, it's your mother. Or this is a karmic pattern that you've inherited from your mother. I'm sweating really bad. This is a karmic pattern you've inherited from your mother. Not always like saving for a rainy day, or like waiting for the other foot to drop, they're saying. And sometimes it's like you get so carried away with like seeing the negative out of every situation that like it makes it hard. It gives you like anxiety to the point that you don't move and you don't make changes that you need to make. It's almost like it's like a pity party sort of energy, especially when it comes to like your community and people that you spend time with. Because I get that there is there are all kinds of opportunities to have fun and to have like companionship where you are, but you're so focused on like what could go wrong for some of you, or for others of you, it's like you're too focused on work or like finances. I get the energy that somebody, and this could be you, Cancer, or somebody that you're dealing with, somebody like only like befriends or spends time with people that they feel like could benefit them work-wise or like monetary-wise. It's kind of like a selfish energy. Or that's the type of people that you surround yourself with. You surround rather than connecting with people heart to heart, because your heart is kind of closed off here because you're distrustful of feminine energy, which is tough as a Cancer because the moon is your ruler. And moon rules emotions and like things unseen. So you can't put logic to emotion. So it's almost like you don't follow your intuition out of like spite to feeling like you had to be the like, you had to be the logical one. You had to be the one making like good choices all the time, that you weren't allowed to like make mistakes, you feel, at the like cost of hurting other people or not being able to take care of other people. You like don't give yourself permission to have fun or like take a break. Hold on, I'm trying to get to a place where I can like stop. Okay. I wanted to take you guys here, but there were like oh my gosh, that is scary. There's a spirit down here that is like scary a little bit, has like a dark energy. The flicker staring through my soul. We're just gonna have to like, we're gonna have to face it. We're gonna have to overcome it and not be afraid. Both of us. See? Your magic needs to come from a position of power, not a position of fear. For some of you, it's like you fear your own power because you don't like exploring things that are more mystical in nature. You like feeling in control. You might have some Capricorn placements. You like to feel in control of stuff. Yeah, this is a masculine energy or somebody that you're connecting with. If not, you have been showing up as masculine. And I get that it's you have earned respect, or on the flip side, you feel like more respect is owed to you. You don't, this could mean that you don't feel as respected as you should. And I get it, for some of you, it is because you are a water sign. People view you as more emotional, or it's like your emotions are used against you, or you are distrustful of your emotions, and it makes other people distrustful of you. So it's very much like you are creating your own world here. That's going to be the tower for you, is that like this negative energy that you have been complaining about, they're saying, or at least like feeling upset about, it's because you're creating it yourself, Cancer. Because like, see, that's the clarity that you needed. That's the clarity that you needed, is that you are creating this for yourself. The thing is that your superpower is your emotions, your intuition, and you are disempowering yourself because you don't trust yourself. And because you don't trust yourself and you don't respect feminine energy, magic, the mystical, you don't truly like 100% respect it or believe in it. It's like you are disrespecting yourself, you're disrespecting your nature, and you are disrespecting like your own superpower. So you are disempowering yourself, and that is being mirrored in your relationships. That was 9/11 as I said that. So that's Archangel Michael. You might need to do some cord cutting or call on Archangel Michael for help. For some of you, you did, and you were afraid of him when he showed up. The angels are scary. That's not an angel. That is not an angel over there. I have to let him know that I see him. Take the rose-colored glasses off. Wait, I have another pair of sunglasses. I don't like... One, I don't want you to be able to look into my eyes. too. I have like light sensitivity a little bit, so it's not bad now, but if the sun comes back out from behind that cloud, it's gonna bother me. Is that better? No, they want to be able to see my eyes. Not you guys. There is an entity right there behind you. I'm not going to show you. Oh my gosh, I did something on social media a few days ago, and I was trying to like share it, a post that I had already made, and when I tried to share it, it was like blacking it out. It was like the energy was too intense, and like the fairy, like the spirit behind it didn't want me to share it. This spirit doesn't mind me sharing it, but I'm not going to show you on camera because it's going to mess with, the energy is intense. It's not a like, it's not something that's going to hurt me. Oh my gosh, they're taking me to it. No, I don't want to go. Sorry guys, 1 second. I'm not going to edit it. I will eventually edit my videos, but sometimes when I'm like channeling, I feel like I have noticed it's when I'm like kind of like just ranting that like I am actually channeling. So hold on a second. This is where I wanted to do my readings first of all, but I noticed the spirit over there and he freaked me out, so I didn't want to come back over here. Anyways, I told you there, for some of you, there's a god. This is giving me like Cernunos. For some of you, it's Pan. You have a strong connection to nature and you need to spend some more time in nature. You've been spending too much time indoors, and it would behoove you, pun intended, they say, to spend more time outside. You also might like connect with like a deer energy. The karmic cycle that you need to like close out here is you need to connect with your feminine energy. For some of you, it's like shamanic, but I get like listening to music would be helpful, or doing like a meditation. There is a soul shard you left in childhood that is connected to your, oh man, is connected to your, my water bottle leaked. Hold on 1 second. I've got to secure the goods. Oh no, I'm gonna try to continue channeling while doing this. Ugh, annoying. I guess they did get me. They did get me in one way. I knew they would. I knew that the water spirits were gonna do something to me. Okay. Sorry. I'm not gonna edit that out. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. See, what I'm doing right now is I'm not joking. There is a spirit right here that I saw. It's connected with this tree, and I saw it a few days ago, and I got a like spooky vibe from it. So a lot of people that start to do the occult, dabble in the occult, will have an experience where a certain entity or spirit like scares them, and then they will never deal with it again. Yeah, it changes their view on things. But I get here with the crow and the like, where it's riding with the feather, you can learn a lot from the things that scare you. You can actually learn more about yourself from the things that scare you than the things that comfort you. Because comfort is just a matter of like what you have done in the past, really. Comfort is from like repetition of things, you know. People have vices that comfort them. It's not because that vice is good for you. It comforts you because it's something that you have grown addicted to in some way. And addiction is, I mean, it's uncomfortable, but is something that you do to comfort yourself. Long term, it's not good for you, but short term, it provides relief or comfort from something that you're experiencing. So that's why you become to depend on it. But when you depend on your comfort zone to keep you safe and you never venture outside of it, you're never going to have new experiences. Yeah, I get for some of you, it's like you have this fear of like growing older because you worry about, like, for some of you, you fear aging because you don't want to give up like this sense of wonder you had as a child. But the thing is like you're not able to let go of your past, or you're showing up more immature, or in the alternative sense, you're not comfortable like getting in touch with your childhood. Like you're more serious in nature, and you like are resentful towards people that are more like in touch with their inner child. It's like you fear your inner child, but you also like resent getting older because you feel like you're missing out on experiences or missing out on fun. There's this karmic cycle of like always being stuck in worry and like fearing the worst, and like trying so hard to make sure that you're doing everything the right way that like you miss out on like having fun. You know, this is somebody that like when you went to college, you spent all your time studying or spent all your time in like extracurriculars or like doing internships because you were so worried about like what's going to happen when I leave college, that you didn't allow yourself to have fun in the like college environment. There's an energy here. Somebody is so fearful. And it keeps you stuck from moving forward because you're constantly trying to figure out like the best way to go about things. And you don't trust yourself. Again, it's like you don't trust your intuition. You don't trust. And it keeps you from like moving forward and doing anything because it's like your intuition is part of who you are. So you're rejecting yourself. And it makes you a shell of yourself too. You're rejecting your wholeness, and you're rejecting what makes you unique and special. And then you're like resentful because you feel like your life is passing you by and you're not making the most out of your life. But you like, what opportunity do you have? How would you possibly make the most out of your life when you're like not doing anything? It's out of fear. For a lot of you, it's a fear of like what happened in your past. You're afraid to, somebody's like afraid to make new friend connections because you've been betrayed by friends in the past, or you've had negative experiences in the past. Same with like relationships. It's like you're refusing to try anything new, to do anything new, to connect with people. It's isolating you. Look, you're the hermit. You just like hole up in your house all the time. That's what I'm saying. For some of you, it's like you do like natural magic, and like it's just being who you are and following your intuition. And connecting with people that are different than like you, are different than you. And that might even like be a darker expression of what you're used to. It will challenge you in some way, but that's how you find this independence that you've been seeking. And it's like an independence in the like natural realms. You have to get more in touch with like, for a lot of you, it's weird because it's like you're out of touch with your feminine energy, but it's also made you imbalanced in your masculine energy. So it's like you're stuck in this limbo where rather than being balanced and allowing your intuition to give you hints and clues and then using your masculine energy to drive that forward, it's like you're not doing anything. You're just sticking to like vices and what's comfortable out of fear that like something might go wrong. But like you have to, that's disrespectful to yourself. You shouldn't like be doing things that like you shouldn't. You have to take calculated risks in life. I'm not saying to like take every risk and like put it all on the line and go put your mortgage down like gambling. That's crazy. Don't do that. If you like really want to go down that route, that's a high risk, high reward situation, which like, you know, to each their own. For some of you, like, if you're thinking of doing something foolish, you would end up regretting it. Don't do something from an educated perspective is what they're saying, really. Trust that you've like grown and matured, and that challenges that arise, you'll have the ability to kind of sit back and think about it. And again, look, it's the emperor and empress. But it's the mother earlier. I said because the mother, Cancer represents mother in the chart. There are lessons to be learned from your elders here. So your father and mother might have like passed on things to you that in one aspect, they are lessons that you can learn from, but in the other aspect, they're holding you back because the times are different now, you know? You're a different person than your parents. Your parents aren't perfect people. They have flaws and they have faults. And times are different now. So what worked for your parents is probably not going to work in today's age. You have to trust yourself here. And I get that, like, for a lot of you, your parents are important to you, which is a Cancer thing. But you also need to trust yourself. You need to trust your ability to make decisions for yourself. Stop allowing other people to make decisions for you. Stop getting stuck and getting in your own way. Allow your intuition to give you hints, and then allow your masculine to drive you forward, and accept that getting out of your comfort zone is going to be uncomfortable. See, this is what I was trying to talk about earlier. It's a lesson in sitting in your discomfort. It's normal to feel discomfort when you're trying new things, when you're going out there on a limb, when you're making changes. It's going to feel risky because it's something psychologically you haven't done before, especially if you've had a negative experience or you have a fear around this thing. But rather than like running to your vice or like feeling paralyzed, fawning when you are in this discomfort, or even like you have to take control of the situation and recognize when you're actually in danger versus what is happening is making you feel uncomfortable. And the most powerful thing you can do, and I'm not saying if you need to rely on vices, you should rely on vices to a certain extent. Obviously not ones that are going to put like your health or your life at risk. Don't be dumb. But hold on, I have to get back on track. You have to sit in the discomfort. The most powerful thing you can do is when you're feeling scared or feeling uncomfortable about a situation, to just sit in it. I wanted initially to do a reading here because I like the like brook, and I feel like that might be like a calming effect. And I like this location, but I noticed that there was it's not even a dark spirit. It's just a spirit with more of a like darker nature over there. I could show you guys, but it's gonna mess with my video quality. I've done this enough to know that I shouldn't put it on camera. So I could have avoided this area, and I did, and the air sign readings. But for the water sign readings, coming down here and just sitting where I could see it and staring at it until it loses its significance, where I'm not fearful of it anymore. It's obviously still there, and I recognize, you know, that it's not as light and bubbly as we would like fairies to be. Some of them are kind of scary. Just sitting in that discomfort and just letting it be what it is. And eventually the fear subsides. And usually when the fear subsides, you'll be met with clarity. Or at least it's like, what's it called? Exposure therapy. I do exposure therapy all the time. Whenever I'm feeling anxious about like posting and creating content, I will just like post something like dumb or crazy, usually on like my personal social media. Or I'll just like start posting on TikTok, and it's just like random stuff. And it's a form of exposure therapy, doing it in little doses until I start to feel comfortable, and then I can do it like the way that I want to do it. And again, it's a way of like, rather than running from the discomfort, to lean into it. Not so much that you become overwhelmed and it's too much and it's gonna like cause you to like, you know, have an emotional scar or trauma. but enough to where like I recognize that this is a fear-based, this is not like reality-based, and I can sit in it until it stops being like scary. You know what I mean? All right, that's your reading. Bye.